You guys know I gotta go in for a little bit of a dip, get that started. Remember, your consomme first. That is divine. Unless you're guaranteed that you're gonna drink your consomme, you can have a dip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious light consomme paired with some chicken tacos. I want to share this dish with you because a lot of you ask me, how do you get your family to eat healthier? How do you lose weight? Well, this dish is a perfect example of how to do it. One, my mother always raised us with having your soup or your broth first, and then you can have the good stuff, meaning the tacos. So I'm going to show you step by step on how to prepare this dish for your family, and stay tuned till the end so that I can show you how to lose some weight with this dish. You're going to need a big pot to boil your chicken, okay? So pick the biggest pot that you have because you're going to want a lot of broth. What you're going to do is you're going to bring it to a boil and you're going to add your salt. Next, we're going to place our pieces of chicken, and you want to pick the pieces of chicken that have the most bone. My family's been a bit picky lately, so we're going with chicken breast.
Oh, instead of the whole chicken?
Instead of the whole chicken. But if your family is not as picky as mine or selective eaters, go ahead and pick the cheapest chicken that you can find to put in here.
The more bones, the merrier.
Yes, actually the little drums give it a real good flavor here. So I just don't want to make something and have it go to waste. So I just went with chicken breast.
I'm the first one to run with the drumsticks. I just don't know why. I only like them if it's rotisserie or fried.
Girl, I have pobrecita stories, childhood trauma with them, so I won't do it. Now we're going to go ahead and add a whole large onion and 2 garlic cloves. We're going to bring this up to a good boil, and we're going to wait for those impurities to come through about 15-20 minutes. You're going to skin them out, okay? So I'll see you guys when we're ready for that.
Not skin, skim.
Okay, thanks for the translation. She's already starting. It's been 15 minutes, and I'm going to begin to remove all of these impurities from our broth, okay?
We know that there are easier ways, like the way that the Chinese people make their broth, that you don't have to skim the impurities, but this is the way that our great-grandmother did it and our mother, and we'd like to at least preserve some of the steps that they showed us how to do.
Yeah, I mean, if it's been passed down, it's because it worked.
Yep.
And also, I like to save water, girl. We're about this water movement for everybody. Yep. Slowly but surely. We got to get our water clean, and we got to get everybody some good water.
And it's fun to skim.
Yeah, it is.
If you have teenagers,
yeah,
call them on over.
Yep. So just make sure you move your chicken around a little bit and have it. There you go. Just keep skimming, just keep skimming. Okay, friends, here's what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna go ahead and cook my chicken for 2 whole hours. But 1 hour into our cooking time, we're gonna go ahead and add those delicious veggies that are gonna enhance the broth that we have going on, okay? Usually chicken cooks about 45 minutes into the recipes, but for me, I'm gonna cook it for the 2 hours so that the bone and the veggies and everything can release all those wonderful ingredients and give us a delicious, savory broth. So I'll see you guys when it's ready to add our veggies. I've had my chicken boiling for 1 hour. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomato, your Anaheims, and your green onions. I'm going to continue to boil this for 1 more hour, and I'll see you guys then when we need to shred our chicken. It's been 2 hours and we're ready to take out our ingredients. We're going to be taking out our chicken and the veggies that are in our broth so that we can have a delicious clear broth, and the kids are not going to get scared, friends. That's the best part. You have a lot of nutrients in this broth, and the kids are definitely going to be consuming this one. So let's go ahead and start taking all these delicious ingredients out so we can get to the good stuff.
You mean so you can feed me?
Mija, yes. Yes. Oh, that's hot.
What you got cooking?
A ver, we got the chicken. Sacar el pollito. See, in Spanish you say gallina when it's alive and pollo when it's, you know. Okay, estamos.
My stomach is greeting you.
Look at how soft and tender it is after you boil it for like 2 hours. It just falls apart, and that's what we're looking for.
Okay, got it.
See, my family hasn't been crazy about tomatoes, so we can give them the nutrients and then just take them out. Okay?
I'll eat the tomatoes, guys, and the onions and everything.
Cloud's the little nasty.
Yep.
Actually, I am too.
I've been doing that since I was a kid. Or the garlic.
Yeah.
Onions, everything. I'll put it on a tostada and let's go.
So you can either skim your broth or you can strain it. Okay? It's going to be whatever is easier for you, because sometimes the kids, even if they see those little specks of the chicken, especially if you have children that are on the spectrum or have their little sensories going on, they're going to be like, ew, I don't want to eat it. So even once it cools down just a little bit, you can put it in a little cup and the kids can just drink it, and you know, good for your bones.
Suck me in, suck me in. I got to close. Oh, it smells amazing in here.
Yes. Remember, you guys are going to want to put, sorry sis.
No.
You guys are going to want to put your potatoes, you're going to want to put your veggies. Hey, if it works for your family, go for it. But for me, it's super simple to do, and the kids are likely to eat it.
I was about to say something similar. I was going to say, don't be tempted to put potatoes in here or anything else. You've got something else to accompany your broth.
You do. You do have something else. Okay, so skim it until you feel comfortable with your broth and you know that none of your family members are going to be complaining. But you also don't want to lose that broth. Okay? And any broth that you have left over, remember, you can freeze this for your recipes. And instead of using the chicken bouillon, it works excellent.
Even better.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and begin shredding my chicken. And I'll see you guys on the island. You want to make sure you're shredding your chicken right when it comes out. Be careful. It's steamy, it's hot, but I find the longer it sets here, the harder it gets to shred. And this is already fall apart. So I'm going to be keeping the little fat for my chicken in my blend, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to mash it up in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to use a masher to mash it in. Oopsie. I'm going to be using a masher to mash it in here just so that I can break it down really well. Or you can, you know, chop it up on your cutting board. Don't be grossed out by that. If you've ever had chicken nuggets from McDonald's, it's mostly fat. That's why you guys love it. So your taquitos are going to be delicious. See, and your chicken just gets blended into that mix. So once we're done shredding our chicken and doing our little blend, you can add a little pepper, you can add whatever seasoning you enjoy. I'm going to keep these nice and simple with just a little bit of black pepper, but I'm going to go ahead and start warming up my corn tortilla so we can make our rolled tacos, our taquitos.
Sounds good.
Yeah. What we're going to be doing next is we're just going to be warming up our corn tortillas. We just want them warm enough to where they're pliable for rolling for our rolled tacos. So just depends on how many you want to make, because you can save some of that chicken for another dish. Yeah? Friends, if you need a super detailed recipe on how to make rolled tacos super crunchy and crispy, look in the description, and at the end of the video I'll place them for you. Everybody has a different way of making them, and then you guys can see how I make them. We had a lot of lovely suggestions in the comments, so go ahead and skim through the comments. We have our Views Club that always keeps us abreast of what they're doing.
Why did your voice crack?
Huh? Because I always find it really funny to use that word.
Oh, okay.
I remember the first time I had to use, like I had to do my resume. Like, I had to really hype myself, and I'm not really good with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I grew up Mexican, girl. A breast is a breast.
I used to love writing resumes for people. I just did it for fun.
Girl, I haven't written a resume in years.
You ever do them for you, Mika?
Like, what am I gonna put on
Yo,
there?
I can make you look jazzy jazz.
Do you guys want Cloud to make me a resume? Bendito. All right, friends, I'm going to continue to warm up my tortillas, and I'll meet you on the island when it's time to roll. Not that kind of roll. Stay tuned. Don't go yet. We're not going to roll out.
I might roll out.
You will not. Okay. I'm going to line my pan with some oil, so that the bottom of our rolled tacos get nice and toasted. Okay? So we're going to move quickly. You guys are going to see how I get down.
In the underground.
Really? I don't know what you're doing in the underground. Make this one nice and tight.
People know where that's from.
Okay, and then you're going to place that part down.
In the underground.
I don't know what that's
We
from.
get around.
El Humpty Dum?
Tupac.
Okay, so you're going to bring your tortilla nice and warm off the pan. And roll it up. Because if you stack these up, sometimes they just get stiff. Okay, nice and soft, pliable. And then if you have yours right next to the stove, boom, done. So fill them up as much as you would like.
Those are some fresh tortillas, girl.
Ya sabes. You know how I roll?
We're watching you. How you roll.
¿Sí? A ver, tengo unas cuantas aquí.
Qué pena. So embarrassed, my stomach is growling out of control.
No, mija, this broth is going to fill you up.
Remember when Bebe used to tell us for validation, he'd say Even if I said yes, he would say and I'm like, Sweet boy.
The wonderful thing about this amount of chicken is that you can right now roll your tacos for a few days from now. So if you change it to your sopita de fideo, you can still give them some rolled chicken tacos, and they're easy to bake. So it helps you. Oop, that's our oven. It's ready. It's like, hurry up, girl. Me está tratando como la Cenicienta.
All right, we want to see close here what's happening. This cooking show is rated G, do you think, for general audience, for everyone?
Any video from 2019 is rated G, I believe, because the way we gossip here, I know you kids can hear us, and that's why you guys are here. Because we sound just like your tias and your moms. Except we tame it down a little bit because our tias are wild. Cloud came back with some wonderful stories. They're very interesting.
They're going to be for the other channel.
Yes. You can roll it that fast way, or you can do it this way. Ready?
We're ready.
Who's ready?
Me.
To rock this way. Okay, you want to start tight from this side. Okay. And it'll slowly get nice and rolled.
Beautiful magical fingers.
Just like that. So it'll be wider on this side than on that one, but it holds the roll.
It holds its value.
Yeah. I love cooking the chicken a little bit longer, especially for these, porque it falls apart. So if you have that hungry family member, make sure to fill them nice.
Are you shading me?
No, mija, es que al grizzly le da mucha hambre.
One of our friends was like, "Can you really eat 10 tacos?" And I'm like, "Dude, yeah, I can." He's like, "I'm so jealous." He's like, "I have a small stomach. I can't eat past 4."
Well, we've always been able to hold it down with like the men in our family.
We're what you call dragonas. Like, we can eat.
Foodies. You know, we're those foodies that look like foodies. We're not the foodies that say they're foodies and they don't eat anything.
I don't know, because my son doesn't look like a foodie, but that boy can eat. Do you think because we're so active and we need all that food, or is it just that someone?
No, we really enjoy food.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we need as much as we eat, girl.
Excuse me?
Although we've toned it down just a bit. We eat until satiated, and we're obviously don't do breakfast, lunch, dinner like people say you should. Oh, that's hot. Careful, guys.
I like to fill myself up with Consome or a salad before I start the main dish.
Yeah.
That helps.
Like, especially during fall. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I tend to have more bone broth, a variety of them. Yeah. And then I keep them, I make a good batch. It'll last me like 2 weeks. And then at night, in order to help me go to bed, because I'm very active, it definitely calms me and sends me off to bed with a little bit of life below zero.
My sister called me out yesterday because I said, ay, yo no tomo soda. Like, I don't drink soda, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, she was like, what about that Mexican Coke that you chugged the other day?
And she wanted seconds.
I was so embarrassed, you guys. Like, the full-on Mexican Coke in the bottle was super cold, and I just chugged the entire thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a little bit of it, and I could have had like a whole case. When I was younger, my parents used to go to Mexico. They'd come back with cases of soda.
¿Y tú dónde te quedabas? You used to go too.
Okay. Thanks for the correction. You sound like, you know what?
Yes.
Mejor me callo. I'm not going to say it because... But when we used to go to Mexico, my parents would come back with cases. My dad would have his beers, and then we would have our sodas, like cases, like maybe 10. So I used to open up the side of the cap. Like, I figured out how to open it so that I can take a chug, and then I would put the cap back on. So my parents caught on to it.
We were all so mad at you because we were all drinking flat soda, but she got to enjoy the bubbly, crisp Mexican soda. And guess what? She still does that with cupcakes.
You know what? We don't need to talk about that.
We'll go and get fancy cupcakes, and all of a sudden I see her in the passenger seat taking a bite out of every single
I have to make sure you guys don't get sick.
Okay, thank you.
And I have to give you recommendations of which ones are good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A ver, me queda como para unos 10, 15 más.
We're going to keep chatting here and rolling these tacos, and when will we see them again?
When it's time to do this last step, okay?
Okay.
Okay, friends, what we're going to do next is we're going to add a little bit of oil to our rolled tacos so that way we get a good crisp on the outside. But if you guys want a tough one, omit the oil. You can also use some of your baking spray. You guys know, what is it, Pam?
Spam? No.
That's Girl, are you hungry?
I am.
I think it's called like Pam spray. So let's go ahead and drizzle a little bit. Just enough so we can get a good glossy look.
I think I've only had Spam once.
I was never fond of Spam.
Me neither.
It just wasn't my thing, I guess. It reminded me too much of bologna.
Yeah.
And I have traumas with bologna, guys.
Oh, that brushing is therapeutic.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bake them. The first 20 minutes, I'm just going to let them bake like this, and then we're going to go in halfway and kind of see if there's any dry spots, and then we can go and brush it a little bit more, okay? So I'll keep you guys very close to what's going on so that way you can achieve this at home. Yeah?
Sounds good.
All right, let's bake them. Okay, friends, they've been in here 20 minutes. They, meaning the rolled tacos. We're going to start moving them around so that we can crisp up all the sides. Go.
If only I had these at my school lunch.
Right?
These look amazing.
Yeah. You know, if you wrap these in a little bit of foil and put them in your children's lunch, they're going to stay nice and crisp. And the kids are not going to mind. Especially if you have a little bit of salsa in there for them. It's like they're eating chips and salsa.
They look beautiful.
Wow, Raji's tired over there yawning. Thank you, sis.
Mm-hmm. There's a saying in Spanish that says, todas las cosas se parecen a su dueño. Like, all the things look like their owner.
Mm-hmm.
These tacos are beautiful, just like you.
Aw, thanks, sis. I'm working on that inner beauty, girl.
Oh, what's there? Shine through.
Yeah, I really thought you were gonna say pour some sugar on me.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. A ver. Esta me está dando lata. It's giving me a little hard time, but just, you know, just continue to go this route.
You know who that one's for?
For
Somebody's suegra.
A la suegra le dan esa.
Only the bad ones, you guys. Only the bad ones.
You guys don't know what the suegra is? It is the mother-in-law.
That's right.
We all know Cloud and I were blessed.
Mm-hmm. There's some good mother-in-laws out there. Not gonna lie. Some good grandmas, too.
There's some great moms, just not mother-in-laws.
That's right. Oh my goodness, he's not even in the kitchen.
Raj baby. I'm still parenting a puppy, guys. Bear with me. So I'm going to keep these in here for about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to come and wipe them with a little bit of oil and then turn them again, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, just a little bit. Give them a good swipe. My ends are going to be a little bit dry, but they're going to be crispy little dry ones.
The only time I don't run from oil.
Dude, our girl on Instagram was tagging you with that girl.
What, did I run from oil? I'm
Yeah,
not embarrassed.
they're like, we all know Cloud wasn't there for that part.
I run.
All right, friends, so you want to do this every 10 minutes until you achieve the crisp that you want. I think I'm going to have them in here for another 15 or so minutes, just until I find that they're crispy enough that the kids will enjoy. Okay? So I'll see you guys when we're ready to serve. I'm going to show you the toppings that I like for my consomme and for my rolled tacos, okay? Because you have to remember, we want to try and keep this light. Don't go ham. Not on this recipe. Just take it easy on yourself. So I have some finely chopped onion with cilantro. I have thinly chopped cabbage. Very, very thin and light, okay? Some Cotija cheese. For spice, I have some Views chili oil. You guys are loving it. So does my family. And then I diluted some sour cream in here. You can use crema, the Mexican crema, or you can just add a little bit of water to your sour cream so it can be nice and thin. That's what we're looking for this recipe. And now that I've showed you our ingredients, let's assemble our delicious meal. Okay, now we're ready to serve. Cloud wants just consomme. She's passing on tacos right now.
That is right. Before the rumors start.
That you didn't get fed?
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and serve you some consomme right here, all the way to the top. And you're going to eat all of it, Cloud.
Gracias, hija.
No complaining.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me, hold on. Hold on, because you guys know I need to serve mine.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it in my little coffee cup.
And her to-go cup.
Yeah. If you guys are buying the foam cups, try not to. Just try these. These work.
And you can actually rewash them.
These?
Yes, you can.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're so talented, Mama. Okay, now let's go and set it up. Okay, let's go ahead and add some of our cabbage. Like this, Mama, or more?
That's perfect.
Perfect? Okay. You're very delicate with your toppings. I tend to go ham.
I like to add as I go.
Okay. And then a little bit of your onions.
Mm-hmm.
Así o más?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. ¿Quieres chilito?
Poquito.
Okay, and this, the recipe for this chili oil is in the description area. Don't forget to look in the description area, friends. No, it's not a link to scare you to go to another one and I make big bugs. Your ingredients are in the description area. I went light on you because I made this batch really spicy. And then you want a little bit of lime?
Yes.
Okay. Just a little squeeze because I know how you are.
That's good, that's good.
Ah! I already went too much for this one. All right. Now this is going to be for Cloud. Now let's go ahead and get started on some taquitos because you guys know I get hungry.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. So these, you're going to notice, okay, that they cook at different times. So just go in there. Once you see the ones that are done, start taking them out. And then the other ones will just be ready within like a minute or 3 into it, especially at the end, okay?
Don't lie, you're doing a hard flex right now because you didn't use toothpicks or any glue to put them together.
Well, I can't stand you sometimes.
You guys just flexing on me because I say I use toothpicks sometimes.
Hey, I want that extra calorie for the tips you guys gave me to be in another taquito. Okay?
Okay, all right, let's see if I can do these next time with your tips.
See, if I was, I'm not flexing, mira, aquí me quedó uno enterito. Así. Put your cabbage or your lettuce, whatever you feel comfortable with. Or sour cream or crema fresca, whatever you want to drizzle. A little bit of cotija.
Why did I say no to tacos?
Because you said no, no te voy a hacer. I made a whole tray. Y no quiere tacos la señora. You guys know, if you guys have been making this little chili oil, you know what's up. Just give me time so I can get it to a store near you. Now it's time. Let's taste this. Dun, 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 dun. You guys know I gotta go in for a little bit of a dip, get that started. Remember, your consomme first. That is divine. Unless you're guaranteed that you're gonna drink your consomme, you can have a dip.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ooh, that's hot. Friends, just a little bit of the drops from the chili oil really enhance the flavor.
They're still crunchy after you dipped it in the consomme?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
I made a horrible mistake today. Can I take it back, please?
Yeah, Mama, you can. I'm still having problems with biting because of the Invisalign, so bear with my eating, guys. This broth is so light, it's amazing. Get your family used to having consomme. If you guys like this recipe, you guys already know that I have endless of possibilities for you guys. And make sure you chop your cabbage really thin. That way it just kind of melts into the broth.
How amazing is that consomme? It's pretty good.
Ooh, gave me a runny nose. That's great.
I feel like a new woman.
Yeah, no es más pan, váyanse.
Okay. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye. Adios.